happens when one person refuses to be defined by a single passion? Well, today's guest has built a life that spans from classrooms, football fields, dirt bike tracks, festival stages, you name it, she's on it. By day, she's helping shape young minds as a teacher. Through sport and other activities, she is mentoring and inspiring the younger generation. And when the sun goes down, she steps behind the decks, bringing crowds to life as a DJ, including a memorable performance at this year's Tasi Fest in Dili, which also hosted Aussie Guy Sebastian and Indonesian legendary artist Ivan Fals. Originally from Ethiopia and currently calling Timor-Leste home, her journey is one of courage, adaptability, and embracing every opportunity that life offers. Welcome to 68 Cups of Blueberry Tea, and welcome Etsub Eyaya. How are you feeling after DJing on Friday night?
A little bit tired, to be honest, but at the same time excited and happy because like when you go out, you see people, you meet people, and you see how happy they were with the music that you played, and that makes you happy. So I feel pumped a little bit,
Yeah. Well, and how did you come about becoming a DJ anyway?
Oh, good question. So when I arrived in Timor-Leste, I normally like music so much, and I arrived Timor-Leste and I went to cafes. Like sometimes I go out to clubs with my friends, and literally every week they play same music, and me and my friend got tired of it, and I was like, I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to DJ, does it? And I went to Indonesia, I bought all the stuffs, I brought them back to Timor, and I started practicing in my house like for a month or two, and I asked the guys, can I please play? And they told me like they were opening a new club, so if I can play there. And I opened that club, and ever since I wouldn't say residents, but like I'm playing in that club literally every week. And that's how I end up, which is nice.
Was it as easy as you thought it would be?
DJing? Not really. I mean, you can make it easy if you're just gonna press play and then just do whatever everyone is doing, but if you want to be more creative and do your own stuff, it is very, very hard. It's really hard.
Yeah. And so is that what you are doing, creating your own music?
Most of the time, yes, creating my own music, and also I do play with music that my favorite artists that they produce. But then in the future my plan hopefully is to create my own music. Who are your favorite artists? I would say as a DJ, music producer, like James Hype, he's well known, and there is one artist called Charlotte DeWitt. She plays techno music. I do love techno music, so both of them would be like a standout for me. The one how I look up to.
Yeah. Well, how did it feel playing at Tasi Fest?
It felt amazing. So last year I was at Tasi Fest for the first time, and then I was just seeing them and I was like, this is actually huge, and I wish I can play here. And I was just imagining like how it would feel just to play there. And then all of a sudden, after 6 months ago or something, they contacted me, and I was like, damn, that's actually great. And then I was so excited. The minute they sent me the message, I was like trying to make my own music, trying to practice every day because I want it to be perfect. But it felt amazing. I feel so proud of myself, and it was really, really nice.
And playing amongst such a legendary artist and a big Australian artist as well.
Yeah, just being there at the back when, I mean, sometimes, even though you don't do much, but when people do notice you for something and appreciate the things that you do, it makes you happy and pushes you to do even more. And that was it for me, being at the backstage, and everyone's just like saying hi, everyone's being nice and telling me like, it's all right, you're doing great and stuff. And it was really, really good for me.
And what time did you get on for the set?
I actually started it, and when I started it, like I look at the stage, it was like empty at first, but all of a sudden, not that packed, but like people start coming, and then I can hear people calling my name from the stage, and then I look around, it's all my colleagues from school, and I look this way, it's all my students, and I was like so excited, and then at the same time shy, but so excited, and it was really really nice. And I finished that, and all my students was like yay, and then I have to go back to school, and then they were like, should we call you Miss DJ or Etsub, Miss DJ or just a DJ? So it was really nice. It was really nice.
Well, what do the kids call you?
And now they stopped have calling me DJ. But the first week they were like, DJ Etsub. I was like, excuse me? It's like, sorry, miss.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. They were making fun of me, and they have to take a video, and then they have like this assembly that they do every week, and I felt so proud because who's the coolest DJ? It used to be other people, but now we have a DJ and we have a teacher. I think she's the coolest one, so I ended up being the coolest teacher.
Oh my gosh, you have a cool rep at the school. That's awesome. It's funny, yes, going to Tasi Fest was lots of fun because Guy Sebastian was playing, and a fan of his, being an Australian artist. And it was funny though because he didn't get on until midnight, and it's way past my bedtime.
Yes, everyone was waiting for that, yeah.
But it's really cool that you got to start it off.
Yeah, it was really nice, and I'm so happy. Like, I saw those artists and I met them that I never would have imagined that would happen in my life. And but I think things happen if you just put efforts in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, so what brought you to Timor-Leste in the first place?
So I used to work for a family. They're from Australia, and then she had my boss. I would call my ex-boss. Like, she has a son, and then his dad is from Ethiopia, and he's like, we're very close. And then I used to teach him our language because she really doesn't want him to forget his culture. So I was teaching him about our language, or just food, history and stuff. So we've been together since Congo. I told you I was in Congo. And then I came here because they found a job here. And then at the same time I came here with them, and while working with them I was also doing other stuffs, other just hustles. And then I found the school. In the school, they saw me how good I am with the kids. I'm I'm not saying I'm very good, but I just have this connection when it comes to kids. Everyone just reminds me of my little brothers, and I love to take care of them. And I used to play a lot of sports, and I have a few qualifications because of that. And they asked me if I can do a little bit with the kids, and that's how I started with the family and the school. And now the family decided to go to Beijing, but I was like, I like this school, and I stayed here.
I would like to stay.
Yes.
Oh wow.
And that's how I came to Timor. But like you said, everything happens for a reason. Now, thank God, like I have a degree in this stuff. Now I'm doing my own thing.
Yes, something that you created for yourself.
Yes.
Well, can you take us back to growing up, your childhood? Can you give us some insight into Ethiopia?
Yeah, sure. So growing up in Ethiopia, I grew up with a very, very big family. We're like a family of 20 or something in one house. So in Ethiopia, there is no like a cousin or auntie. Everyone is like your mom or your dad, your sister and brother. So it was really special growing up in there, because everyone has like their own role. And then at the end of the day, we all like gathering together at night, talking and then eating at the same time. It's just doing all of these things. And we do have a very, very special bond. And yeah, it was really, really special. It brings a lot of memory because I actually really missed my home. I left home when I was like 15 or 15-ish. So yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice growing up with the people who looks after you, with the culture. And you go out and then there is no stranger. Everyone is just a family, you know? And I kind of miss that. Yeah.
Well, do you find a similarity to that here in Timor-Leste?
I did actually. When I arrived here, and a lot of people are very, very welcoming. And then once you get to know them, then you become like their part of a community. And I was so happy because when I was living in Congo, it was way different. Once they know you're foreign, like they take a step back and then like they treat you a different way. But after coming here, it was really, really different and it was really nice. And I'm so happy because sometimes we do have some certain things that we do when guests come over or when we get to know people. And we do that in Ethiopia, and in the same way they do that here. And I felt a little bit close to home. Yeah, so it was really nice.
Yeah.
Like going to people's house and they like just treat you like as if it's your own home, you know, getting you some coffees, foods and everything. That's how I grow up, just being welcoming everyone and just being kind to everyone, and then somehow in the future the universe will return it to you, you know. So yeah, I did find it to be a bit similar.
I appreciate that. I come from a small country town in Australia, and so yes, everyone knows everyone. But in Canberra, I find that people are a little bit more busy and rushing and getting around. And so it was something to get used to again when I moved here. And even just walking down the street, lots of high fives with kids and, you know, good morning, good afternoon and whatnot. So yeah, it's easy to engage with the people, right?
Yes, they make your life so easy, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, also you are a big sport fanatic, and so for a little while you were professionally playing football?
Yes, so back in Ethiopia I used to play for a club that's originally from my town. It's called Fasil Kanama, and then throughout playing with that club I got nominated by the national team. So I started playing under 17 for the national team. And then I used to travel around to the country, so that's where my journey started. And I am barely home, even though like I was 14, I'm barely home. And my mom was like, okay, you're 14 and you're going everywhere. And I was like, sorry mom, but I'll make you proud. And then every time I go back, I'll bring her like a clothes or something. She's like, okay, when is the next one? And yeah, that's how my sport journey started, I think. Just.
But then why did that come to an end?
So I was playing at this tournament and there was a lovely lady who tackled me, and then all of a sudden my knees got dislocated. And ever since, every time that I keep trying to play, I just couldn't take the pain anymore. And I have to stop doing it professionally and just do it for fun once in a while. But I happen to be a little bit athletic and I do a little bit of everything, so I start doing something else.
Yeah. And so with the kids at the school, are you doing sports activities with them?
Oh yes, we do lots of sports. Actually, even just being with them and then just thinking that I am a PE teacher taught me a lot, because I don't want to do or teach some things that I don't know myself. So because of that, like I have to train myself. I had to taught myself a lot. Now I'm happy, like name every sports, like I can play and teach confidently. So it's just I'm not just helping my students, I think they're helping me grow as a person as well.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So what is it that makes a great coach and teacher in that way? Is it because you know the sport yourself, so that then you know what you are teaching?
For me, because everyone has like a different style of coaching and a different style of teaching. But for me, because I was them at some point, and then I was actually in the situation where other coach has taught me and also telling me things in a way that I do like, appreciate and motivates me, and in a way that makes me not to want to do it. So I try not to be the other coach and just understand my students and how they take things, how they do things, and then just make this connection between them. And then that way it makes it easier. I think for me to be a good teacher or coach is to understand your students and then how they weigh and they accept things, because everyone have different abilities and different knowledge and different things. So yeah, just understanding each other is the start.
Yeah, and so do you see the journeys that your students take when you're teaching them something new and how they develop and work with it?
Yes, and the thing that So at the start of the year, or at the start of the any sports or any activities that we're doing, I'll simply give them a piece of shit or something for them to write down what they want to do, what they want to work on, what they can do, and then how they will be willing to put efforts on it. And then that way, it's not just gonna be I'm gonna make my own plan and you're gonna do this, but that way, like it's like they have an idea and I make the plan, and now we work it and we make it together, and so yeah, that's how I normally do it. And at the end of the day, they will be so happy, and then they just tell me what they did, what they developed, and then even just them saying that to themselves out loud, like what they improved, it motivates them a lot. And when I keep pushing them, and then every day that like it's that, and yeah, and they know I can be serious when they're not doing the right thing, but I can be so much fun when they're doing not the right thing, because I'm not gonna be like that coach, like do this and do that. But at least I want to see you try. And if you can't do it, then that's okay. There's plenty of other stuff that we can do. Yeah, but it's so nice that I've seen a lot of people developed, not just like physically, but emotionally and mentally, because there is some certain kids that doesn't like to join in, but with some activities you can see them like just joining and coming together. And when we finish that plan that we make together, you'll see them like equal as everyone and doing all the things, and that makes me so happy.
Yes. And does this come from your own experience with either teachers or coaches that you have been able to gather research from?
Yes, the research, yes, but mostly I would say experience because of the coaching. And then I used to have this favorite teacher of mine when I was growing up. She's a biology teacher, and I used to be like a high top student, but there was at some point when the teacher is just like does things that makes you give up, or like there's no point in going or trying anywhere. And then I was like lowering my grades at some point, and then this teacher showed up, and she treats everyone kindly, equally, not based on their grade, based on who they are, because you're a human being and you're allowed and you can have anything that's on the table. So it's up to you just to go and grab it. And she just keeps showing me a lot of examples, and the way she talks, the way that she teaches, it doesn't matter you're the best, it doesn't matter you're not the best, you know it or not know it, but she's gonna treat you as equal and the same as everyone. And that had a big impact on me. And she did not just inspire me, but like all the other students as well. And I was like, I want to be like her when I grow up.
Yeah, an inspiration.
Yes. And yeah, she was it for me. And when I'm coaching, yes, I just like, yeah, this is the way it works, and this is the way NIWA works. And just remembering that and hoping that what I can do, not just do the things that they do, but like my own thing. How can I make it my own way, And yeah, that works. That really inspires me.
Yeah. Well, you also play for a club here in Timor-Leste. Do you find similarities in the club culture?
The club culture, I wouldn't say that much. Maybe it's because I am still learning how to speak Tetun, and even though like they want to get close to me and stuff, and I'm trying my best, but there's this language barrier. Sometimes you cannot just shake it, and we both be like, you know what, whatever, I'll see you next training. So, but it is the same, to be honest, because even though that I don't join in most of the time because I have some other activities after the training and everything, but like seeing them, like they're always like together, just the same way that I'm always with my colleagues before. But yeah, it's quite similar. It's very similar. I would say even actually more like engaged. They're engaged more. Even some of them like lives together and they sleep together. And then at some point, and every day I was like, "Mana, you guys don't go to school?" They're like, "Don't you work?" And they were like, "Yeah, we do work, but when we finish, like everyone is just back in this house." And I was like, "Yeah."
Very close and comfortable.
Yeah, so it was that close.
Isn't that funny though? There is a language barrier, but playing sport is the same language.
Yes. So there is a few words that I learned now because now we're on break. I might forget. So I know pasa is like pass.
Yeah,
So
great.
we understand, and the shoot is like shoot. And there is some certain things I say when I play. I remember the words, so I start speaking, and they were like, "Is that Etsub?" And then when we finished, she was like, "You're just joking with us. You're just playing with us. You're spectator." And I was like, "No, we just keep doing it."
Oh, that's brilliant. Were you passionately following the FIFA World Cup while it was on?
Just a few games. I am a big a huge fan of Argentina. So yes, I did follow Argentina very well. And the other is Portugal. Not because of me. I do like the team, but my friend, she loves Portugal and she's from Portugal.
Oh, there we go. There's
So I
that
have
connection.
I have to support my friends even though waking up at 4. And I was like, yeah, let's go and do it. So, but yeah, not really. Not this year. I haven't been following up that much though. Just the specific games.
Yeah, nice. Had you anticipated the victory, the winner?
It was quite sad and emotional for me because I was out there waiting just to celebrate, and I had this big crush, and I was like, my friend was like, he's from Spain as well. He was like, yeah, and I was like, congrats. We'll get you next time.
Yes.
But yeah, it was really nice though. This year I found this year World Cup to be very, very surprising because you'd never expect like some of the results that were happening, and it makes you so proud as a person. And even though I'm not in that country, but like the things that you can actually do and the things that happen if you just try and give it all your best, like seeing Copa Verde, like some Egypt and stuff, and I was like, come on. Yeah
Going for the underdog.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so it was really nice.
Well, how do you have so many interests and hobbies and passions? How do you fit them all in?
So yeah, the thing about me is like, I don't know, I have to do something. Like it doesn't matter the time, but I have to do something. Otherwise I get anxious or I start thinking. So for me not to do that, like I have to do something. So yes, you're right, sometimes my cousin, I normally call her assistant, but just to be specific, my cousin, she came here, now she's here with me at the moment, and she was like, don't you get tired? And I was like, I do get tired. I'll be like, she will call me like, you must be crazy or you're lost your mind, because when she said, don't you get tired? And I was like, you get tired, but just because you get tired, you don't give up, okay? You should learn something from me. But I'm actually making fun of her. Yes, I do get tired, but I don't know. I enjoy doing them because there is some certain things that I do because of like, I have to do, it's work. And there's some certain things that I do because I enjoy doing them. And my schedule is like quite packed with work, and I don't want to lose myself in the future just being tired of work every day doing the same things. So I have to find something that I do enjoy, so it makes me forget about the work. And that's why I fit them, like they have to be there. Otherwise I'm gonna lose my mind thinking about works and stuff.
Get too caught up in the work cycle.
It's important, I think. It's it's important because I feel different way when I'm doing something that I like, that because like I'm with my friends, even though it's doing any sports activities or just like being even lazy or to sit down, just something that you chose to do, and also doing something that you have to do. because you have no option.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you go back home. It feels different when you do only one thing and when you do both of them together. And for me, I'd rather doing both.
Absolutely. Well, in amongst all the things that you do with your life, what is the hardest challenge you've faced and what did it teach you?
The hardest challenge I would be saying when I was in Congo. That's like the hard challenge because back then I don't speak English and it was very, very hard. I learned English like 3 years ago.
Wow, when you arrived here?
Yes.
Wow.
And just not being able to speak the language, like English, which is like the colleagues of mine speaks English, and the country itself they speak French. So I have to like learn two things at the same time.
Okay.
And it was really, really challenging. And then I was just like 15 and a half years old, and I don't know anyone. I don't like. It was very, very. It felt very lonely. That's one of the reasons I fell in love with music, because just listening music makes me not feel lonely. But being there all by myself and no Ethiopian, just my boss and my work. And of course, my boss is always working literally all day, and I have to do something during the day besides teaching soccer, or sometimes I teach history about my Ethiopia as well. And besides just doing all of this, you have nothing. And people don't understand my language, and I don't understand their language, and there's nothing that I can do. So I have to like, and just having all of this, feeling all of this can exaggerate you sometimes, and you talk to your family at night and there's nothing I can say because I don't want them to worried. So I have to like take everything in and just like pretend that I'm fine and everything. That was the biggest challenge that I have ever faced, and what it taught me is to be patient. It taught me to be patient and not to react literally to everything, and just like it made me very, very strong and independent, because I learned to do things for myself. Like I make my own thing, like I make my own living, even though it's just 15. And it was really hard. It was really hard. And yeah, it was really hard. And the other thing that it was hard is because sometimes people guess my age way, way, way above my actually age. Like I was like 15 and they think like I'm 20, 24, 21 or something, based on the things that I do, because based on the work that I do. And you will want to find like so many things that you want to do, but your age will stop you, you know? So it was very, very difficult. And most of the people that I know is like double my age, and it's very quite hard for like to even to hang out there and stuff. So I have to like be there all by myself and face it all. So that was really hard. But yeah, it made me strong, and it made me to be critical thinker, because I don't just see the world in the way that I used to. Like I see it now way, way different way. And you see a lot of people, you see different culture, and you hear things, you learn things, and that will help you and give you different perspective, different opinions of things. And so this is not only, you don't always have to go straight, you know, you can turn left and right, that kind of things, you know.
You can take a detour.
Yeah, exactly, you know, turn around a little bit and you'll find your way at some point. So it taught me that. And I'm very, very grateful, even though that I struggled and I went through a lot of things mentally and physically. But at the end of the day, it made me to be a person that I am right now. And I would go through all of that pain again, just to be here. Because it's worth it, and I'm happy.
That's really beautiful. Well, what is one of the things that you are most proud of that people don't see?
Me? Okay. Not that people don't see. My family can see it. With one of the living in Ethiopia is very, very, very difficult. Like economically, like with everything, it's very difficult. And having such big family, and most of them are kid, and then there is only a couple of people who works in the family, and those family have to provide everything for them. But now just me being able to work and help out my family in the way that they helped me growing up, that makes me really, really proud. And that's one of the things that made me proud actually in my life ever. Yeah. Now I'm getting emotional.
Well, to wrap all of that up into one with one last question, what advice would you give to a young person who feels lost or uncertain about their future?
It's okay to be lost, and the reason that we feel lost is because we were looking for something in the future, or we're walking towards something. It may be that we're not in a right place. I mean, we are always on the right place. It's just like, for me, life is like going up to the stair. So every step that you take, it just have different circumstances or different problems, or it might be problem or different lifestyle, or it's just different things that you find in each step. But at the end of the day, the reason that you were able to get in that area or in that situation is because you're walking towards something, and you may feel lost, but don't give up, keep going, and you'll find the light at the end. But just don't ever go back. And if you go back, you know, take another 2 steps, and then you're gonna find you're gonna find your way. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's okay to be lost. Just don't lose yourself in the process, and don't give up, and remember who you are. You gotten until here, and I'm sure you can keep going until you get to wherever you want to be.
That's amazing. I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And don't stop learning.
Of course not.
It's never too late to learn.
Oh, no. I mean, look at me.
Miss DJ.
Of course. Only for you. Good thing we're not at school. Otherwise, you should call me Miss Etsub.
Yeah. Miss Etsub. Noted.
Yes.
Alrighty. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing you play at Tipol around the week.
I can't wait for you to come. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Etsub's story is a reminder that we don't have to fit neatly into one box. We can teach, coach, create, inspire, keep learning, and continually reinvent ourselves throughout life. Whether she is encouraging a student, leading a football session, or connecting with a crowd through music, the common thread is bringing people together. Etsub, thank you for your openness, sharing your journey and your passion with us today. It's been a privilege to have you around the table for another cup of blueberry tea.